Hey, what's up YouTube? It's ICU, and today we have something big, nay, completely and totally important to talk about in the world of jailbreaking pertaining to iOS 13.5.1. Yes, that's right. For those of you who don't know, today Apple released 13.5.1 to the general public with the sole intention of closing or patching the Unc0ver jailbreak. If you take one thing away from this video, it's do not update to 13.5.1 regardless of which device you have. But in today's video, we are going to be talking about the firmware, jailbreaking, which devices can jailbreak, and also downgrading. So down below in the description, there are timestamps so you can skip to the section or sections that most interest you. Also, be sure to subscribe with notifications set to all, because in addition to releasing two very important videos today regarding downgrading and jailbreaking 13.5.1, you will be notified the second we release coverage in the future related to how to jailbreak new firmwares past 13.5.1. Okay, so let's just get straight into this. As I mentioned, 13.5.1 was released by Apple with the only reason being to patch the Unc0ver jailbreak. For those of you who watch the channel, you will know that hacker prone to own released Unc0ver at the time for the latest publicly signed firmware being iOS 13.5. Now, today, Apple strikes back with 13.5.1. So if you were to update to 13.5.1 and attempt to jailbreak with Unc0ver, it simply would not be possible. This is because 13.5.1 closes the primary kernel vulnerability that Unc0ver exploits when you go through the jailbreak process. So right here, it's exploiting the kernel vulnerability that is effectively closed in 13.5.1. Having said that, there is a very small window in which you can downgrade from 13.5.1 back to iOS 13.5. So if you inadvertently updated, you need to downgrade right now. As I mentioned before, a video for how to do so is slated. It's on the schedule. Subscribe with notifications set to all so you don't miss out on that coverage. But basically, it is very, very time sensitive. So once Apple stops signing iOS 13.5, it's not a matter of if, but rather when. It could literally be at any second. It could even be today. It will no longer be possible to downgrade back to 13.5. So you need to follow that tutorial ASAP if you accidentally updated. Also, there's really no reason you guys should be updating. I'm literally screaming at you through my microphone right now. iOS 13.5.1 is just bad news where jailbreaking is concerned. It closes the primary exploit, making it impossible to jailbreak with Unc0ver. Now, that with Unc0ver is important because you can still jailbreak older devices, being those powered by Apple's A11 CPU and below. The iPhone 10 and older can jailbreak utilizing checkrain with all of its caveats. And there are two big ones. Most notably, you do need access to a computer anytime you want to re-enable your device's jailbroken state. Literally anytime you need to enable your jailbroken state, you have to use a computer and plug your device into your computer via a USB cable, whereas that is not the case with checkrain. We'll talk about that in just a second. And then the second biggest caveat is that it will not function on the latest devices, being those powered by Apple's A12 and A13 CPUs, because checkrain takes advantage of a hardware exploit, and instead of exploiting the device's kernel, it exploits the device's boot ROM. So it can't be patched by Apple, that's the plus side, but it also does not work on newer devices, and you need the computer to enable the jailbroken state every single time. And that's another video that's coming later today, how to jailbreak iOS 13.5.1 on those older devices with checkrain. But again, remember, it does have that semi-tethered nature where you need that computer. Whereas again, with Unc0ver, as I showed you guys in this video even, you can exploit the device's kernel without being connected to a computer. Sure, you do need a computer to install Unc0ver. The most reliable method, of course, is via that Alt Store service, signing it with your computer. But once it is signed, you can re-enable your device's jailbroken state, and you can even unjailbreak and re-jailbreak without a computer at all. As you saw right there, we essentially exploited the device's kernel again, and we entered our jailbroken state. So that's the main reason I do not recommend older devices upgrade, even though they are compatible with checkrain. There are no major features in iOS 13.5.1 that warrant the upgrade, and of course that would justify losing your ability to re-exploit your device without a computer, and that is not over USB. And for those of you concerned about the security implications and ramifications of iOS 13.5.1, you really shouldn't be. The only way that this exploit can be utilized or manipulated is if a hacker has direct access to your device. So unless you hand your device to someone and you input your device's passcode and they know your device's passcode, you really shouldn't be worried about anything, unless of course you are installing packages from sketchy repositories. But chances are 99.9% of you are not. So you shouldn't be worried, even if you're not jailbroken right now and you're on the fence, you're waiting to decide whether or not to jailbreak. You really shouldn't use the argument that 13.5.1 makes iOS 13 more secure and therefore your device more secure. Again, as I mentioned, it really doesn't. The main attack vector for this jailbreak, again, requires direct access to your device and its passcode. So unless someone has that and they physically take your device, like I'm talking physically take it, and of course then jailbreak it and install anything that they want onto your device once it is jailbroken, then you are good and you are safe. So that's the main reason why you shouldn't really be concerned about the security implications of 13.5.1. And if you need even more reasons why you would want to jailbreak, then at the end of this video, we're going to be playing a segment from one of our newest top tweaks videos in which we show you 104 of the best free Cydia tweaks to install on your iOS 13.5 jailbroken device right now. So yeah, guys, that basically wraps up this video. Everything I wanted to talk about has been said. I've made my peace with it. You guys need to avoid 13.5.1. And if you're watching this at a later point and you didn't know that you needed to avoid it, then definitely subscribe, notifications set to all, and I'll keep you guys in the loop. I guess one other thing I wanted to touch on before we really do conclude is the possibility of a new jailbreak, 13.5.1 and up. And yeah, guys, the chances of that are incredibly slim. Really, the only way that we might see something before iOS 14, and the chances of this, by the way, are very, very small, is if a new firmware released past iOS 13.5.1 does actually close a new kernel vulnerability, not unlike the primary one utilized and exploited inside of Unc0ver. Then I could see jailbreak developers, namely Pwn2Own, actually releasing this into a jailbreak after the fact, targeting whichever firmware or firmwares in the future that vulnerability or vulnerabilities are present on. But again, the chances of that happening are very, very slim. That previously, up until this iOS 13.5 jailbreak, though, was the exact scenario in which basically all of the most recent jailbreaks have been released upon. Again, a vulnerability is closed, it's then exploited by security researchers, and then rolled into the Unc0ver jailbreak by hacker Pwn2Own. Now that could happen, but will it happen? Probably not, and jailbreak developers are most likely going to target iOS 14 anyway, which is slated for a fall release, but surprises could always occur. The jailbreak situation is dynamic, never static, so as I've been saying throughout this video, definitely just stay tuned. We'll keep you fully in the loop here on the channel. And stay tuned for those two videos I mentioned before, our jailbreak tutorial for checkrain on iOS 13.5.1 and also our downgrade tutorial. And until next time, this is ICU signing out.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of our top free tweak series for iOS 13.5. I have some awesome new tweaks for you today. We're going to cover those first. Okay, so let's get into things. First up, we have a new design for our widgets and notifications with Blanca. They're a little bit more rounded. You have a couple options to choose from there in the settings pane. Secondly, we have Color Me Notifs to make your widgets and notifications the same color of the app icons that they relate to. Next up, we have this custom battery widget right here called Half. Looks pretty sweet. If you guys want your YouTube videos to keep playing in the background, we have Circube. We have multiple light on the dock. Now you can switch between your music controls and your dock icons. Heading into the camera app, we have tap, tap, flip, so just double tap to flip the camera. Also on the home screen, we have tap, tap, lock to lock our devices. We have this pretty cool new way to select text. Instead of it saying select all, copy, or paste, we actually have icons right there with menu support. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. If I go to Safari and 3D Touch on that, we have paste and search. Whatever's in our clipboard, we can just tap that and it will search it within Safari. I always use this one. This was just recently updated. Circle settings to give our icons in the settings app a circular look.